Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. This is Snapshot 17w45a and this is the second snapshot for Minecraft 1.13. It has over 20 bug fixes in it, however they are all related to the previous snapshot and all of the instabilities that were added with that snapshot. Let's jump into the options menu as there's two big changes here. The first one is resolution support. The slider has been moved to the top here and you should now be able to get 4K support if you have a 4K monitor. This is as high as my monitor goes, so I can't actually show you that, but apparently it has been added. The next thing is the GUI scale. Down here mine is currently set to auto. This used to be auto or small, medium and large. It now scales from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and I'm pretty sure 4 is the exact same size as auto for me. Now before we jump into the game to show you the horse model that's been changed in this update, I do want to mention that Jasper tweeted these two tweets out earlier today, and I made a video on it on my second channel if you'd like to go hear my thoughts and opinions on these new textures. That's part of the Minecraft 1.14 update. This snapshot is about Minecraft 1.13, so it doesn't have these texture changes in. Speaking of texture changes, the horse's texture hasn't been changed. The change here is the model. The previous version of the game used to use the same model for the horse from the mod mode creatures, and now it's been updated so it uses this model. The things that I spot are the shape of the face, and the legs here are a little bit more tucked in than on the previous version. We'll go and look at the previous version in a moment, but I just wanted to show you the horse model here in the latest snapshot, and to be honest, it's not something you're really going to notice. It's not particularly a big deal, and the horse armor kind of looks identical on these horses as well. And now we are looking at Minecraft 12.2. Notice how the legs stick out a little bit here and how the shape of the face and the neck is a little bit different. You're really not going to notice, I kept going back and forth between the two, and yeah, there's some subtle changes, but it's nothing major. And next up we have my favourite thing added in this snapshot, and probably in Minecraft 1.13 in general. It is the new command system, which I believe is not fully implemented. This will overhaul how some of the commands work. It will change the parameters and the syntax required and the operating order, but also it introduces this new system for looking at commands and finding out what is wrong with them. So just by typing / we get a list of all the things sort of in reverse alphabetical order, because it goes from down here upwards. If you press page up and down, you're not able to scroll through this list. I also don't like that the background is black. You might want to see something that's happening behind there, so it'd be nice if it were transparent. But anyway, we can type in ban like that, and we can tab complete. It will give you an example of when you can tab complete. It has to be capital letters. I've noticed this as well. It's case sensitive. So while I've been messing around with this, I've noticed a few different things about it. You suck is the reason I should ban myself, apparently. I love that it color codes things. That's extremely helpful, and I think it will help you learn, and it will teach you about these commands as well. There's probably lots of little things to mention in here, but I've gone through and tried to pick out and find some things that I wanted to share with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon in a witch. Again, I can tab complete that. Now if I press tab at this point, it doesn't start to bring up a list, which is how it used to work. I've got a feeling that will return. Also, I've got a feeling, yeah, look, capital letters again. So it doesn't find anything yet. I still can't tab complete, but it knows we're okay. In fact, that's really interesting. It's just the capital letter that throws it off. What if I... Yeah, okay. So no capital letters, but we're going to summon a witch. Now we've got to put in the position, and I'm going to do it relative to myself. Now it's not until you finish typing it all in that it says it's okay by color coding it. We could also make that a fixed position in the world or relative to ourselves via a certain amount of blocks. Now when we go to the MBT data, fun fact for you, the key that stops recording is the one that makes that character there on my keyboard. So I accidentally cut my recording out. So this is kind of cool because it will help you do what I think is the hardest part, is getting the syntax right in the MBT tag. So let's say I type in silent like this, silent 1, and now it tells me that that's acceptable. Is 2 acceptable? Apparently 2 and 3 are acceptable. A random letter is acceptable, but if I misspell silent, no, apparently that's okay as well. So it's probably just looking at the arrangement of the information. So if I put a comma there, that's still correct, and now it's incorrect. Anyway, that'll create a silent witch. This witch won't make any sound. If we go back to our command and we start to add something else, not until we've finished writing it correctly will it then Let us do that. So there you go, there's a glowing witch. Now at the moment it kind of looks like you can type anything here as evidence of it. It'd be nice if it would know the things that you can and can't type, but that might be a bit much when we get to the MBT part. Well, that's the basics on these commands. Again, it's caps sensitive. I can auto-complete that. If I don't give it a capital D, it doesn't know how to auto-complete it. But yeah, that's like a basic introduction to some of the changes. If you want a full list of information on how the commands themselves have been changed, because some of them are now different from before, I'll put a link to something in the description box, probably a Reddit post by Dinnerbone that you can read. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like and go check out the video on the second channel if you're interested in those item textures. If you thought it was a bit brief on the commands, it's because that's not my area of expertise. I hope I've helped you a little bit with my introduction to how it works. I'm sure there's some other YouTubers out there, though, that will be explaining the details of the command changes in full. Anyway, just wanted to mention that because you can always do a little search and look up for this information if you need it. That's it from me this video. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.